Hey guys, and today we're right back on Scene Investigators. We have one more
Welcome
case
back.
to solve.
Which case file would you like to tackle? Loading Hughes Manners feud. Loading complete. Good luck.
Oh, dang. Uh, 5-1, meet with the district attorney. I'm only told that he wants to charge the Holt kid even though he's a minor. No, tell him it's not likely to move forward. Dinner with Joseph Michaels, 3 p.m. May 3rd, Dad left Sniper at the log cabin. Retrieve it. Make sure to drive down next week and return it to him. District Attorney appointed me as the prosecutor for Barley Davidson's case. Kyle Santino should have the initial files ready by 2 p.m. today. Call Daniel Riley, 4 p.m. May 5th. Dad died. Cancel this week. Call Valerie when home. Won't be good to see Ruby. May 6th. And like everything's done. May 7th. Call Felix for update. Cough drop. Vermin defense. James Mendez. Pest control. Rats and nasty things that crawl. We zap, shoot, and trap them all. Deleted. Did you hear that? Man, I'm sick of his attitude. So the plan is still in action, right? All three of us agree that he needs to be put in his place, right? No way I'm stopping now. I can already imagine the look on his face when I pull up the dirt on him. Can't believe we're going to do this. You know my son looks up to you. I would too. Just make sure my kids are not around. Do remember to prepare your speech by Friday. We will start preparing for the toast at 11 a.m. Hope that you can be here early to help. Yeah. Hey, Felix, I'll be back at 2. Got some things to do. I see. We'll see you then. To Samuel Hughes. To Harmony Hughes. Oop. Keep Roger from drinking too much. Damian Goodman, James Goodman's son is allergic to strawberries. Make sure he doesn't get any. Philip Braxton has a slight lactose intolerance. Evelyn Fletcher, Joshua Fletcher's mother, has early onset dementia. Alert Joshua in case anything happens. Roman's son is allergic to nuts. Remember William Riverside. Oh.
What was the event about?
We held a gathering to honor the late Gordon Hughes at his mansion. His 4 sons each gave a eulogy. Food and wine was served. Then his will was shown, revealed to his 4 children. If you wish to see them as evidence, we have provided the recorded audio tapes and a copy of the will.
Where were you at the time of the crime?
After all the guests left, I cleaned all the mess they had left behind. After that, I had to go run some errands. Here are the receipts of what I had to buy.
Do you have any suspicions of who did it?
I don't want to believe any of them did it. I've known them since they were so young. But I also know that it couldn't have been any of the guests, as I've personally watched them all leave before I started cleaning. Also, the sons were all in the house as I left. Welcome. We've gathered here today to honor the late Gordon Hughes. He was a dear friend and a dear father. We'll start our presentation of the eulogies with the successor of Gordon's company, Jonathan Reed. If you could stand up here.
Gordon was never just my boss. Over the time I was given to know him, he became one of my closest friends and the greatest teacher I've had. When I was young, I lived like trash. I was down on my luck and penniless. Gordon hired me, gave me a chance, and told me how to conduct myself. The position I have today is because of him, and there's nothing I can do to express the gratitude I feel. Gordon's own path was also similar, though with different starting points. He had to struggle to make his way to the top. Hard work, humility, and support. His virtues are what he told me to take to heart. I hope I can embody these as I take up the flag that he left behind. I swear to make his legacy last. As the new CEO of the Hughes Property Group, I would like to extend an offer to Roman, Gordon's youngest son, to work as a manager for our company. Roman, you are a rising star in the real estate world, and I'm sure that your father would want you to work with us. How about it?
No, thank you, Jonathan. But I'm quite proud of my current work, and I'd prefer not to take orders from anyone.
Oh, I see. I shall give you time to consider the offer. Now I believe that Ellis, Gordon's eldest, is next.
Thank you, Jonathan. I wouldn't have minded taking that managerial spot you have, by the way. Yeah. Anyhow, you may already know me. I'm a former collegiate rugby player. St. Valentine University, represent! The MVP awards and state rings I won, the successes I had, were because of my pops, Gordon Hughes. As a kid, he was always there, encouraging me to chase my dreams, to chase the ball. Even if he's no longer with us in person, I will make sure to carry on his legacy and ensure our family's success. Thank you. Oh, Roger, you're up.
Hello, and thank you all for coming today. I just want to share some of my precious memories with my father. Back when he was still alive, he would often take Glenn and I out to hunt with him. We'd have loaded up the truck with our food, tents, and the guns. It was an experience. We were still young back then, but I remember the first time he... Sorry, it's just a little difficult. I remember that time we went... Thank you, Glenn. Thank you.
Sorry about that. It's been rough for all of us, I'm sure. I will continue Roger's testimony on his behalf. Our father would often take Roger and I hunting. Of course, we never caught anything until we grew a little older. Father was always there, showing us how to do things right. Often, we would have to only load the truck up with his prices, but in time, we'd add to that pile. I remember Roger's first kill. He started crying. Yes, you did. Not because you were happy that you'd finally succeeded, but because you felt bad for the deer when you got up to it. Our Father would then teach us the importance of each individual life. That deer would live on with us, and later within us. These life experiences he gave us led us to where we are today. Roger is now a successful chef. I, on the other hand, am a lawyer for the state. After Mom passed away, Dad resolved himself to give us as much support as he could. This wasn't just in our respective businesses, but in our lives and our own growing families. I think it really shows. Wherever you are now, Dad, thank you. God bless.
Thank you, Glenn. My father was a very successful man, like Jonathan said. Our grandfather's company was in the gutters when he got the position. What he accomplished with it was awe-inspiring. Like him, I decided to start with nothing as well. I wanted to climb the ladder with my own grit and sacrifice. I think Father appreciated that someone tried to do without. He was correct to put his faith in me. Roman Estate Co. is as successful as Hughes Property Group. Founding it was an endeavor, and to keep it running has been arduous. It's been like childbirth, something I thought only my wife would experience. Jonathan, as an aside, I believe that it's in my best interest to continue the great legacy that my father created, to continue his business modus operandi. I will buy out Hughes Property Group entirely. I'm sure I can find you a position as well. And that is all I have to say. Felix, back to you.
Thank you, Roman. Next, we have Gordon's closest friends, starting with Mr. William Darby.
Okay, that was it. I feel like there's gonna be some hostility between Roman and, the one that said that he was gonna give him a position. That he's like, no, I'm just gonna buy you out. I'm gonna go in here before treading upstairs. Porcelain vases and ceramics, crafting knowledge. Painting Chinese ceramics, a history of pottery in North America. Lifton's, where the best are served the best. Roger F. Hughes. Upscaling for the Boom by Gordon Rush Hughes. Dear Felix, by the time you're reading this, I will have passed on. This letter is an additional note to the will that I have left behind. I have hired Stanton Law to be an intermediary and supervise the distribution of the remainder of my wealth. The letter is to justify the thought process of what is to follow. Each son will receive points based on their employment status and the condition of their marriage or relationship. I'm writing that down. If they're unemployed, they will be given a negative point to their overall amount. This is because I don't tolerate laziness. If they have any job in general, they receive 1 point. If they have any government job, they receive an additional 1 point. A middle management position gets an additional 1 point. If they're in a C-suite position or higher, they may receive 2 points to their overall amount. Marriage was sacred to me, as it was to their mother. If they are single, they do not receive or subtract any points. If they are divorced, they have a single point taken from them. Okay. If they are married, they gain 1 point. If they are divorced, they have a single point taken from them. If they are married, they gain 1 point. They've provided the family with even one single male heir, they gain an additional point. Whoever shall have the highest amount of points will receive a 15% addition. Whoever shall have the second highest amount of points will receive a 10% addition. Third place shall receive the same. The final score shall receive 5%. I know that this may seem as an odd request, but my children understood my values as they were raised up. I'm proud of each one, but I always like to reward them allowance based on the chores they did. This is their final allowance. I know that you will follow my instructions without question, as you always have. However, I want you to know that with my death, your contract has come to an end. You are no longer required to work for the Hughes family. I want to make sure that you feel no obligation. You are about the age of retirement, and I wish that you can live the rest of your life with your wife in peace. Therefore, I hope you carry out my last wishes, not as my butler, but as my good friend. Thank you, Gordon Hughes. Wow, this dude's really trying to turn his kids against each other. I, Gordon Hughes, being of sound mind, not acting under duress or undue influence, and fully understanding of the nature of all my property and of this disposition thereof, do hereby publish and declare this document to be my last will and testament, and hereby revoke any and all other wills heretofore made by me. Personal representative. I nominate and appoint Felix White, personal representative of my estate. If my personal representative fails or ceases to so serve, then I nominate William Brandon Darby. Disposition of property. I devise and bequeath my property, both real and personal, wherever situated, as follows. First, Felix Daniel White. Any charities as chosen by Felix Daniel White with the following property: 5% of my overall wealth. Felix Daniel White as my close friend and butler with the following property: 5% of my overall wealth for his hard work and his good friendship. Ellis, my eldest son, with the following property: 17% of the remaining 90% of the wealth. Okay. Okay, hey, what do you want from me? Let's talk. I'm a bit busy right now. It's urgent. Fine, meet me outside in 5 minutes. I'm taking a call right now. Do remember to prepare your speech by Friday. We will start preparing for the toast at 11 a.m. Hope that you can be here early to help. Just writing one for now because, I'm gonna write down the others for now. Not sure whose room this was. But they're dead. Super bet. Ticket costs $500. Miller's Creek. Hey, hon, I'm almost heading out. Can't believe my old man is actually gone. Don't want to be too sobby in this. But, man, this hits me hard. On the bright side, I'll be rolling in the dough. Maybe we can finally settle down, just the two of us. I'll be in town for about 2 weeks, and this time I won't have to worry about having to constantly look for a job. These guys don't know what they're missing out on. See you then. Daniela Stren. Maybe this was Jonathan. Hmm. Okay, so I think the three brothers killed the other one. Maybe Roman, the youngest. Dang. Hmm.
Congratulations, you've aced this case file.
Okay, guys. Well, that was it for Scene Investigators. I don't know if there will be more in the future. I'm not sure if that's planned, but I hope so. Honestly, I went back and I just tried to ace everything. It was kind of difficult to find certain things, like, I don't know, but I want to get better at this, for sure. So I hope that there are more in the future, maybe, if the developers can do something like that. This has been fun. Thank you for watching, and I'll see you next time. Bye.